Are you as tired as I am? So we just got back from the building show last night at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. We got like 5 hours of sleep. So today's going to be easy. We're just going to finish this Tyvek and put 5 windows in. Okay. I think we can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ray made a good point. We haven't been using this Tyvek in a long time because we use a zip system, and I think we did it wrong. Not that we did it wrong, but I don't think we're supposed to roll up this bottom. I think we just cut it here and then we'll zip tape it like we do normal zip board. Ray's got this cut out, so what I'll do is I'm gonna put one piece like this. The zip tape isn't like stretch tape. It doesn't bend in the corners that much, but you can bend it a little bit. So if you take one little piece like that and then kind of just bend it into the corner there like that. There we go. Okay. And we'll fold that down like that. There we go. Just make a little slit here and then fold. Okay, and then that should be pretty sealed up if any water happens to get back behind the window. All right, we got our zip in, got all of our Tyvek cut back. I'm gonna go grab a window, Ray. If you just want to double check with your hammer, just make sure there's no, a lot of times these staples don't sit all the way flush and they'll proud up, they might stop the window from going in. So just make sure and peck in any nail, I'm so out of it, any staples that are sticking up, and I'll go grab a window. So again, these windows are framed bigger than the actual window. So what Ray's gonna do is he's gonna take a couple squares and he's gonna set the window on top of those, just so that we're not setting it right down on the sill, so that way we have some movement on some play. And then he's just gonna make sure that it's centered up inside the window opening. And then what we'll do is we'll just pin this one, because we need to make sure that this one is the same height. So if one needs to go up or one needs to go down to make sure that these are the same height, we'll do that. So if we nail all this one out and all of a sudden it needs to go down, then we're screwed. Yeah. All right, Ray, I got the window there. How do you look side to side?
Maybe go to your right. Just
okay, let me throw the plum stick on it here and see what we got going on. This is showing that the top could go to your left.
Yeah.
Is that what you're showing? Okay, so if you can maybe put a little shim or something up underneath this side. Not much. That's probably good. Now again, when you're putting the level on these, a lot of these windows have this little flange part that sticks out, this little nubbin we call it. So if I'm on that and I'm not on it on the bottom, I'm gonna have a false reading. So I'm making sure that my level is inside on the flat. I think it's good right there. How's your side to side still?
I think it's about as good as it's gonna get.
Okay, can you hold there? Yeah. I didn't grab any nails. Okay, we got these inch and 3/4 roofing nails. Now when you put these in, you can't put them in on an angle that way, even though it's easier to hit so you don't hit the window, because it's gonna miss any type of framing. So you gotta actually kind of go in. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll just miss the hole and we'll go out here. Yeah.
Are we doing every hole or every other?
Bro, you see the name on the truck? What do you think?
Every
other. Come on, man.
Every other.
Dude, freaking Eric's like, man, if you zip tape this, the window wouldn't even move if you zip taped it. So I'm gonna be looking for a few things here. We got our spacer there, so I'm looking to make sure, obviously, that it's plum, which it could go, looks like the top could go that way. But also what I'm gonna look at is I'm gonna look at my spacing here. So there I'm like 4 3/4 up here. Well, it's showing 4 3/4 strong there. So if it goes that way, that's gonna make it worse. Let me put the level on the bottom here. All right, still looks like it could, this corner could come up, Which if we did that, I think that would make it, well, it's pretty level there. This is showing it, yeah, maybe put a little something underneath this corner. Got her all nailed off, and lastly what we're going to do is we're going to then put some more zip tape on the edge of our flange like this, down the sides and across the top. And the theory on this is that if water was to get back behind the siding, it will run down the Tyvek and then run onto our zip tape, and will run down, not back behind the window, is what we're shooting for. All right, those two are done. Now, as you can see, we did not do the bottom, and for the reason is that if water was to get back behind the Tyvek and back behind the zip tape, we are hoping that it runs out the bottom. So if we were to tape this and water was to get in there, it would just kind of hold it in there, and that's not good either. So, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Our siding and caulk jobs are so tight, it's not even funny. Ain't no water getting in. All right, let's do a little more Tyvek in the front. Got to make sure those devices are always charged. Hashtag YouTube life. So I mentioned earlier about these windows probably aren't perfect because they're not super expensive windows, but I will say, and I think Ray will back me up on this, even expensive windows, they're not always perfectly square. And as you can see here, when I hold it tight there, I'm dead on. But then I have a little gap at the top, which means this window has a little bow to it. And obviously you're not gonna bend glass, so it pretty much is what it is. Oh, I got oranges stuck in my throat now. Nana brought us oranges. She's like, just pop it in your mouth. And I popped it in my mouth, now I'm choking on it. All right, how's the side to side look, Ray? With this 3-window set, again, I'm just making sure that the windows are plumb, that the spacing in between the windows is the same, and that all the bottoms of the windows line up so that when I go to do my trim, everything looks great. Looking good. I ran out of zip tape though. Got a couple more runs to do, but for the most part, I think it looks excellente. Definitely need to get that cleaned up way better than what it looks like right now. And I need to get some flashing. And I've been stressing out about this, of what I'm gonna use. And also we're gonna be putting this door in, hopefully tomorrow. So I need to get flashing for that too. And I've been racking my brain talking to Jamie about what I should use. And then all of a sudden, boom, it hit me. I know exactly what I'm gonna use. This, it's metal drip edge that was from my pole barn. And I have a lot of it. So I need to get this, obviously it's not the best looking. I need to get it cleaned up and prepped and ready for the structure. So this stuff is already black on that side, but it's white on the underside. So when I do the flashing, the pan flashing from underneath my door, this will work perfect because it's already black and that'll work great. But when I'm doing the flashing up against the house, the decking is gonna be like an inch off of this. So you're gonna see this white. Not good. So therefore, what I need to do is I need to clean this. I got some degreaser here, clean all the white, and then I'm going to prime it and I'm going to paint it black. And also, you can see because this is drip edge, it's got a little turn down here. I don't need that, so I'm gonna need to cut this off. Okay, that was step 1. Cutting all that off. Step 2, let's give it some wash. Let's degrease this stuff. Just build a little Four Seasons room. It'll be easy. A couple walls. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, right. Okay, step 2 is complete. Step 3 is... I hope I bought enough. So I'm just going to paint the bottom here and just shoom. 3, done. Step 4, gotta dry. Gotta dry, and then we're gonna hit it with some Ace Premier flat enamel. Okay, install day. I'm gonna get this out to the structure, but I do need to prep it. I'll show you out there what I need to do. I need to kind of cut back that house wrap and get it all taped up nice. The news lately, it's pretty scary. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. This world is nuts, and every day there's these natural disasters that are knocking out power, knocking out people's homes. It's devastating. So I think there's one thing that we can agree on, that you can never have enough backup power. That is why I'm so happy that BLUETTI hooked me up with the Apex 300 versatile power station. So this BLUETTI Apex 300 has so many technical specifications that I would be here for an hour if I tried to explain them all, and it would probably make your brain go boom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it down in layman's terms and explain to you why I think you need to own the Apex 300. All right, first off, power goes out in the house. I have 4 AC 20-volt outlets. I'm running TVs, I'm running refrigerators, I'm running AC units, I'm running my internet. Things that I need to live on an everyday basis. I'm out here building this structure away from the home. I don't have any power. Boom, I got power. I'm charging batteries. I'm plugging in radios. I'm running air compressors. Job site. I have a new job site where I don't even have power at the job site yet. Hey, again, I'm charging batteries. I'm running radios. I'm running table saws. I'm running compressors. Anything I need. Coffee maker. Must have. So if you're in the trades, you know that that is way better than this. Also, let's talk about camping. I love camping. I go off grid somewhere. I don't have any power. I got the Apex 300. I got a 30 amp and a 50 amp outlet. And this thing has enough power where it would power my whole entire camper at one time. Now that's camping. So this Apex 300 packs a walloping 2,700 watt hours and over 3,800 watts of output. Now I really don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's pretty freaking awesome. Also, this bad boy does 120 and 240. So you don't have to worry about buying multiple units and, you know, simultaneously putting them together. Another awesome feature of this Apex 300 is this external DC power hub. This is giving me 2 DC outputs here, 12 volt, and 2 USB and 2 USB-C power outlets here. So that way I'm not taking up any of my AC outlets here. I got this for charging phones, flashlights, smaller items like that. So if you want to find out some more details on this BLUETTI Apex 300 or pick one up for yourself, it's simple. Just click the link in the description below. Hey, thanks to BLUETTI for hooking me up with this awesome Apex 300 versatile power station, and also for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to work. All right, so that's what's gonna do it. And it's actually nice because this is actually not a true 90. It's actually not bent down all the way, so that's good. It'll have a little bit of slope away from the house, which is nice. And then what I was talking about here is I'm gonna make this wrap around the house a little bit. So what I think I'll do is I'll take my cutters, I'll cut this off, and then I'll fold that around, and that'll be the start. So I'll just cut this right here. And then what we do is we take our square, bend it maybe around our square. I think that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to go totally flat because I do want this to be a little bit pitched like that. Oh yeah. Again, I'm just keep making sure my nail obviously is above the height that I'm going to put my siding. I like the pitch of that, so if water gets back there, it's going to run off there and not just sit. Before I put this next piece in, I would like to get this door opening, just making sure it's good, and you can tell it's not good. There's a big hump right here in this seam that I need to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the planer, and I need to plane this down right here to make this flat, because what's going to happen is that flashing is going to come through here. I'm going to cut out so it's down flush here, and then I'm going to put that same piece but the other way, and I'm going to put a cap flashing on. If water comes here, it will run out and down that way and whatever. So it's just it's really sealed up there. So what I need to do is I need to get these screws and nails pounded down a little bit, get my planer, and get this cleaned up. I got my next piece prepped and in, but the thing is I can't have obviously that there. So what I need to do is I'm going to just pin it in place just like that. Right there. It really needs sheathing there. Huh. Uh-oh. So I do need to put some 1/2 inch right there. 38 3/8 by 2 1/4. 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 by 38 3/8. 38 3/8 by 2 1/4. And then I'll just stick that there, and then that flashing will go and it'll hit tight there. All right, so I got that put back where it's gonna go. That's gonna go in like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trace it with a pencil. Now it is black. I hope I can see it. Man, who's thinking now? Where's my knife? There. The knife score was definitely the answer there. So now I just need to cut this out. Oh, you gotta get out of the way, girl. Okay, so that piece is in great. Now what I'm gonna do is do like what's called a cap flashing, I believe. And it's gonna go like this. But the only problem is you can see there is that this piece is longer than this. So it's hitting. So I'm gonna have to cut this down a little bit here, which I don't think is a big deal because you're not gonna see it because these decking boards are gonna run this way. So it will cover all of that. And I need this to go up the sides. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna cut 2 pieces. I know that's probably not ideal, but to try to get the bends perfect in one piece is gonna be next to impossible. So what I'll do is I'll do one piece this way with a nice bend up, do one piece this way with a nice bend up. I'll just put some Lexel and everything in it, and it will not leak at all. So let me prep these 2 pieces and then we'll throw them in. All right, so this is the concept there of the cap flashing. Now, as you can see, I am gonna have a little bit of a void kind of there, but all we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our Lexel and we're just gonna blob it up real good there in the corner so that if water does get in there, it doesn't come inside the structure. Glob of Lexel. Like that. Lexel is by far the best all around. I don't even know what I'm allowed to call it, but it does everything. Seals, holds, I don't know, it's everything. The tough elastic sealant for every job. All right, so I'm just gonna put this and put that in there like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me get a nail in there. Looks pretty good to me. What do you think, Nana? What do you think? How's my cap flashing look? Does it look like how you do it? Need to get some zip tape. I need to zip tape the top of that flashing onto this, because what the concept is, if water hits here, it runs down, and then zip tape here runs over there and then out. Those don't look like working clothes.
These are my working clothes.
Okay, well then let's get to work.
Okay.
You want to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna put a door in.
Okay.
Have you ever done that before?
Nope.
Perfect, me neither. I think I'm rubbing off on you. You just said, get me real quick.
Well, you lied to me.
Why?
Because you said it was warm out here.
It is warm.
I put my t-shirt on because you said it was warm, but I'm freezing still.
How can you? Look at it.
I mean, it's.
You know what that big thing right there? That's sun. Look at Charlie sweating.
Get me.
All right. So we're putting this door in here, and it is a left swing inside door. So the way you can figure these out is you put your back to the hinges, and it's there. So this is a left swing in door. I want my hinge side of the door to be secure and solid and plumb. So what we do is we take our level here, and I've made some marks on it where our hinges are at. Okay? And I made sure this is down. So I'm going to put this down like this, and I'm going to put my plumb stick there. Now, unfortunately for us, it is not plumb. But that's all right. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take some shims here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to shim it plumb. Wow, it's really out of plumb. Wow. That's not good. But you know what? I hope it just goes in. Because that's pretty bad. Alright, that might be a little bit too much. A little bit too much. You like this move? They don't teach you that in contractor school. Alright, so that's dead level right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to shoot these in just with some 18s. Just so it doesn't move, okay? And where my other, what is this called? Hinges at, I will put some more shims in here and just snug it up. Okay, it looks good. Take my gun. Okay, so now when my door goes in, I just bang it tight to here, and I know I'm plumb, and I don't have to worry about fiddling with it when it's in there with shims and everything. I know I'm good. Put it in here, bang it tight. I already leveled this out. We're good there. So now all we can do is go get the door. This could be a problem because it's heavy. It's heavy. So I did pull a measurement, and it is still going to fit, which is good. Not by a lot, but it is going to fit in there. Now this molding right here, this brick molding, is not going to stay. We're going to do regular door trim. So we would normally take this off, but I'm thinking for us, Steph, what might be easier is if I left it on, I can go cut those shims off the front, and then what at least this will do is this will make sure that it's where it needs to go, because this will go up against the green board, and it'll flush this up with everything, and it'll be good. I can get it all in, secured, done, and then take this off after the fact. I think this will help us get it in and hold it in place easier.
Okay.
So I need to go cut those shims down. Next, I'm going to put some Lexel down here, but I don't really want to get a bunch of Lexel into the opening. So we're looking at 4.5 inches. So I'm just going to make some marks at like 4.5. Nice catch, babe. That door is almost going down.
Yep.
All right, here, get me with the Lexel. Can you do both?
Yeah.
Okay.
That wind is killing us today.
I know. Yeah. Jamie would be proud of me. All right, we got it in, seated nice on our Lexel, and remember, I'm already tight there. So what I'm gonna do is, they left a hole in that hinge, so I'm gonna throw a big old wood screw in there. So we're tight there. Go ahead and keep that tight there, push there. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot one in here. All right, Steph, just keep it nice and taut in there. Now it should be pulling this way because we have it up against, oh yeah. Another trick we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this flap out, this, whatever this is called. See that? That just pops right out. And then what I can do is I can put a screw back in here and you'll never see it. what I'm looking for here is looking for a similar gap here. Now right here in the middle, it looks like it sags a little bit, but I think I can put a couple shims in there, and then when I screw that up, I'll just screw it to where it's level. So I feel like that needs to get pushed in some. I feel like I'm going to, I actually need to get to go that way a little bit, but I don't have any more shims. Where'd all my shims go? And where's my hammer at? I gotta find my hammer. All right, so I think I need to put these in here and kick this top over just a little bit. I think it's good. I might just try to suck a screw in there. I'll suck this, maybe just try to suck this over just a little bit. Ah! Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks good now. Okay. Now I need more shims. So let me put a couple screws in here just to hold it in place. All right, so now I got some shims in here, and I'm just looking to make sure that my reveal all the way up the door is the same, and it looks pretty good. So I think I'm good there. I'm gonna shoot that there if I can get the door open. I should probably be shooting this with 16s. But I don't know, or putting some screws in it. Now this is all gonna get painted, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna give it a little tappy up, a little tapioca. Oh, I dropped it.
What happened?
I dropped my door closer. I'm a mess today. All right, that looks good. I'm happy with that. I think it's good, man. I'm kind of oh, this isn't what I needed. Ah, I dropped the other pieces down there. Shoot!
You are struggling with
I know,
using your
I know.
tools today.
I know. So I'm gonna cut these off, and I'm gonna leave the gaskets off just because we have to paint it.
Okay.
So it's easier to paint it when the gaskets are off.
Okay.
So you need to figure out what color you want this thing. Yeah, that's your next deal. Now again, do we leave the jam white because it matches the windows and just paint the door and leave this white? It'll probably look good, but we just gotta figure out what color we want to paint that. Hey, let's go watch a movie. Come on. Come on in. It's not quite done yet.
I think we've got a ways to go.
Hey, I'm doing good.
You are doing good. I'm impressed.
I mean, I don't know. It's something.
Oh, it's something, all right.
We are DONE done for today.